Guys, it's not even funny at this point. Manchester United are in a relegation battle. You cannot tell me that we are in a relegation battle. We are probably going to keep one of the relegated teams up, and we're going to get relegated. Forget West Ham, forget flipping Sunderland, forget Leeds, forget all those guys. We are the ones that are getting relegated. This club is the one that's getting relegated. Of course, I'm wearing a jersey from a time where we were actually a football club. Like this is when we were actually a football club. This is when we were the great Manchester United. Manchester United is dead. The team that's playing right now is Newton Heath or flipping Manchester Red from Pez from the Pez series. This club is actually dead. We haven't won back-to-back games in a while. I don't remember the last time we won. We have won 7 games in the Premier League since Ruben Amorim was our manager. 7 games. That should tell you something. Like at this point, for the first time, my problems are not with the players, but it's with the manager. Like you cannot tell me this group of players are this bad. Sure, we're bad. Let's get it straight. This isn't the best squad assembled ever. We haven't had a good squad maybe since Blackchester United, 2016 to like 2019, or Ollie's United. That was a good squad. We had good forward line. We had a great midfield, although Van der Beek was playing out of position because of Bruno. We had an alright defense, and we had De Gea. I am so disappointed in myself that I was one of the people who wanted De Gea to go. Because at this point, De Gea's mistakes, right, do not compare to whatever those two clowns do in net. Uh, this video is all over the place. Let me try and like get a basis to talk off, right? So yesterday we played Grimsby Town, a League Two team at their home stadium. Sure, they had a home stadium, but this is a League Two side. You know what happens when a Premier League team, an actual Premier League team, plays a small side in League One, League Two, or even the Championship? You know what happens? I'll give you quite fairly a bit of an example. Manchester City were in the final of the FA Cup with Watford. I think 6 or 7 years ago when Watford were in the Premier League, but they were Premier League fodder. They would always get beaten and somehow not get relegated. You know what happened in that final? Manchester City won 6-0. They won 6-0. I bet. Um, apart from last season when Plymouth Argyle was just doing crazy stuff, right? But Plymouth were in the championship, so let's not even compare to Grimsby. Grimsby Town is in League Two, and even if I do a little bit of Google search, I'm pretty sure they're not even like fighting for promotion in League Two to League One. They're probably mid-table or getting ready to get relegated to the National League. Uh, okay, fine. They are fourth. They're fourth right now after 5 games played. That makes it even worse. They have a better league start than we have. Sure, they've played 5 games, we've played 2 games, but they have wins. We don't. So, like, that makes it even worse. So, this side, sure, they came in with form, but they're a League Two side. Don't get it twisted. This is League Two at the Premier League. There's like 2, 3 leagues in between. There's League One, there's a Championship. There are like 2 leagues in between. And like close to 30 odd clubs, right? In between, more like 40 odd clubs in between where we are and where they are. But what is this mess? We're not this bad, guys. Like I remember when it actually started becoming bad as a team when we're actually bad. That was what 2022. I remember embarrassing wins 2022. I remember the 4-1 loss against Watford that costed Ollie's job, that made Ollie get sacked and Eric Ten Hag came in. So like was it Eric or Carrick? Michael Carrick. I think he had some games and stuff. But point is, right? I remember we had bad losses in that run. I mean, even the season before we were in the Europa League and we lost on penalties. Funny, we lost the same way on penalties that we did last night, but we lost on penalties. That was bad. You know, the season before that, we lost to Sevilla in the semi-final. That was bad. Um, So we've had bad results in bad seasons, but overall we still managed to get top four. I mean, in one of Ollie's seasons, we fought for the title. We were first at some point because of our crazy record of just winning games. We had a 20 game winning streak. I mean, we had a 20 game unbeaten streak. We had draws in there. We went 20 Premier League games without losing. Like, that was that was a thing. We beat Manchester City, and that was a centurion Manchester City. That was a quality Manchester City side. We beat them. I remember Scott McTominay's winner from halfway line. Addison was off his line. We beat Manchester. We were so good. We had bad results, but we still were so good. Collectively, we were still so good. Ollie made us not. Ollie made us win games by huge margins. Sure, we'll concede 2 or 3 goals, but we'll score 5 or 6. So that was we were really good. Collectively, we were really good. But if you look at individual players, we didn't have the best players in the league. We did not have the best players in the league, but collectively, we were good. And then now look at what we are now. We are not this bad. I'm telling you, we are bad, but we're not this bad. This side cannot start a Premier League season without winning. Sure, we played Arsenal in our first match, but come on, you cannot tell me we couldn't at least get 4 points. A draw at Arsenal and a win against Fulham, or at the very least get 3 points. We haven't won. We haven't won, and I don't think we're going to win against Burnley. You know, I cannot believe I am scared of Burnley, who got promoted last season. I'm scared of them. Like, I'm terrified. I am petrified. I think we're going to lose, or better yet, we're going to draw again. So we're not this bad. This system doesn't work with these players. It doesn't take someone who has never coached a game in his life for me to realize that. I mean, I have never coached a game in my life, but I can realize that this system doesn't work with these players. The point is like, you know, he just cannot change. You've all played football games, Football Manager, FIFA, PES. We all see that. Okay, we're seeing we get ran through. If our midfield is bad, we get to see, oh, our midfield is bad. Let's add an extra midfielder, take off as forward, and change to a 4-5-1. Let's have more people in the midfield. Or if it's Football Manager, you can change. If it's Football Manager, you can change a lot of stuff that is relatively close to being a real manager. And we can all change one way or another. Sure, we have got our philosophies. If we're playing in lower league, it's 4-4-2, or if you want to play, you want to accommodate your best players, you're going to play a certain system, right? But you're going to change it within this game just so that you don't lose, right? I'll give you an example. Tottenham Hotspur played 3 official matches at the beginning of the season. PSG, Burnley, and Manchester City. So 2 tough games and 1 winnable game. They've won 2 games and they've lost 1 against PSG, which they were unlucky to lose. They drew in regular time and lost on pens. So he's played 3 different formations, and he's tweaked his system in between games. That's what a manager does. Your manager doesn't just sit, because if you don't change anything, then you're doing nothing other than just substituting people. You can just sit, because if you say, "Oh, I'm going to play my 3-5-2 or 3-4-3, whatever," I'm just going to sit, because you can just sit. Like, you can just sit until you say, "Okay, maybe he's looking tired. Let me just bring like for like, or let me bring another defender while we're chasing a game." Yeah, big brain, huh? Big brain. So you can just sit and do absolutely nothing, because that's what Ruben Amorim does. You cannot tell me that he changes. There's nothing he changes. The system is ass, and he doesn't tweak anything, not even a small change. He's so stuck on this system that he had Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes playing in a double pivot. I wish I had that sound for boom, the Undertaker one. I'll probably put it in, please. Like, come on. He had Mason Mount playing a double pivot, all because he didn't want to change his system. he had Mason Mount. Okay, I'll keep repeating this until it like you realize that this is dumb. He had Mason Mount playing a double pivot. Hmm? This is your guy. This is your guy. No, I see you. I see you people who are defending that. This is your guy. Hmm? I'm going to be like Aaron. This is your guy. This is your guy. Yeah? Your guy is doing this nonsense. Your guy is making Mason Mount play a double pivot. Have you ever seen Mason Mount play a double pivot? When he was at Chelsea, what was he playing at? Hmm? Or when we bought him to play where? Hmm? 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 We're chasing a game. Yes, you. I'll be pointing for the rest of the video. We are chasing a game. We are down 1-0. Or we are drawing a game, right? We want to win. Who do you bring on? Let me tell you what your guy brings. He brings 4 defenders. 4 defenders for what? Hmm? 4 defenders for what? And Ugarte, man. Ugarte. White flag. You've done me enough mental damage, Ugarte. Come on. Just pack it up, guy. Come on. Just go. Just go, please. You've done me enough damage. Your guy. What is wrong with your guy? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Why can't he not just change to a fullback? Even in you were what 5 subs? You permitted 5 subs. Why can't you go to a fullback? Hmm? Why can't you switch? Or an actual 5-back, 5-3-2. Go that. Do that. You want to bring your defenders? Sure. Do that. Hmm? Do that. Make the wing backs remain up there while we've got at least 3 or 4 guys back there. Come on. What's wrong with your guy? What is wrong with your guy? What has the 4-3-3 or what has a 4-back system ever done to Amorim? I can mention 2 other managers that play the same system as Amorim. Inzaghi, who reached a Champions League final and also beat, who did he beat? Real Madrid? Was it Manchester City, I mean, in the Club World Cup after like 2 or 3 games with them. We got the Bundesliga winning manager, went unbeaten, almost went unbeaten the whole season. Xabi Alonso, right? In fact, with Xabi Alonso, it's a bit embarrassing. Xabi Alonso is less experienced with managing first teamers than Ruben Amorim. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? When Xabi Alonso was still managing the kids, the youth academies in Real Sociedad, Ruben Amorim was a manager, like a full-time manager. Do you believe that? He was at the he was at the Portuguese Celtic. Yeah, that's why I call Sporting. They're just same as Celtic, same jersey. He was at Sporting for almost 3 years, 4 years. And Xabi Alonso was a manager he's been a manager for 3 years. I remember his first half season when Bayer Leverkusen started off ass, and he joined in and it wasn't much difference, right? Then he turned it around due to the end, qualified them the Champions League, qualified them to the Europa League, and then started off the season winning everything. So, with Bayer Leverkusen, which was his first job, he was in it for 2 years. And of course, he left last season, so 2 years, 2.5 years. Ruben Amorim has been at Sporting for probably 3 years. 3 years. I think he won 2 Premier League, right? Like, that's why Porto have been starved of trophies. How does Xabi Alonso have the intelligence to tweak his system? Remember the Club World Cup, right? Everyone was like, "Oh, Madrid are going to play Harambo with 5 at the back." He started the game with a fullback, and he noticed, "Oh, I'm having a bit of advantage. Let me switch to my system," like what a normal manager would do. He tweaked it. The game was fullback, went into 3, went 5 at the back, and yeah, he kept switching on and on and on. Like what a normal manager does. He just didn't sit and say, "Hey, go." In fact, While I'm doing this, it just really reminded me of he's trying to act like he's Carlo Ancelotti. You know, a guy that has won 6 Champions Leagues as a manager. He's trying to act like he can just say, "Have fun. I'll send you guys out. Have fun." Because Carlo, don't get it wrong, great manager. At the end of his career, at Everton and Real Madrid, he had no tactics whatsoever. Bro was just inshallah and have fun. Like, God willing, go get a goal, go get goals, go get trophies. That was him. It didn't work last season, but that was him. That was him, right? But Amarim thinks he can do that. Go. Get out of here. Get sick. Go. Tell me something. I am. There's no structure here. This is just pure annoyance. Um, I have friends who think that Amarim should remain a manager, or at the very least should be given time. Liban from SDS, shout out SDS, uh, thinks that we should give him 10 games. On those 10 games, if we're going to lose 9 and draw 1 and be 20th in the relegation zone, this would be the first time I will see Manchester United in the relegation zone in my entire lifetime. Uh, I've lived for over 2 decades. I have never seen that relegation zone. Not even in like first 2, 3, 5. Give him these 10 games, right? We'll be in the relegation zone. We will be in the relegation zone. Sunderland have won more games than us. This season, Sunderland have won more games than us. In all competitions, they've won more games than us. Leeds have won more games than us. And you don't see a problem. The great Manchester United, 13-time Premier League champions, 21-time English top division champions, right? Let's just go with Premier League champions. 13. 13. Huh? We will be in the relegation zone by match day 5. This is something that I see coming. Unless 2 things happen. One, he changes his fucking system. He actually uses the players that he has and changes his system. The thing with Eric Ten Hag, right? He tried to bring also his own system. He noticed it failed with the players that he had. What did he do? He put band-aids over it. Sure, it was a bad thing, but he accommodated the players that he had. That's why he lasted 3 years and won 2 trophies. He accommodated the players that he had into a system that would work. At least get us over the line. Make us a little bit more competitive. We are not doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is going to put Manchester United in the relegation zone by the time this 10-game waiting period is done. By the time we're in September, by the time we're in November, maybe even early December, we will be in the relegation zone. Because after Burnley, we have Manchester City, Chelsea, and I think a game after that we'll go Liverpool. We are losing all those games. And embarrassingly, I can see that. Manchester City have also lost, okay? They've won 1 and lost 1. At least they've won a game. You know, Liverpool have been a bit disjointed, but they're winning games. Like, everyone is going to try and bring these niggas off of, oh, Manchester City lost. Let's not compare us with City. City are way, way better than us, way above us, way, way better than us. They, in fact, last season, right, they had a 14-game stretch where they only won, I think, 1 or 2 and kept either drawing or losing. They still ended up 5th. We've not won a game or back-to-back games in a long time. We finished 15th. We would have finished 17th if it wasn't for the win against Aston Villa. And if it wasn't for West Ham also sort of bottling their shit and finishing 16th. My guys, right? Like, my guys, my people, my very few people that watch this. We are going to be in the relegation zone by the time we're in November. That's something that I never thought I would ever say about Manchester United, unless we somehow lost to our squad, like the air disaster that we've had, or we get randomly bankrupt, so we get forcefully relegated after being put in administration, or actually, yeah, just those two. That would be the only way we'd find ourselves down. Like Leon, how Leon magically found themselves relegated, but they've been unrelegated over financial irregularities. But that would never happen. Manchester United is one of the richest clubs. That's the thing. Our performance off the field with finances is the best, but our on-field performances, ugh, brother, ew, real gross, and it's so fucking sad. So that's oh, I said two things will happen. So either Amorim changes his shit, which he won't, or B, we sack him. Of which, please get him out. Like, just for his own sake, just get him out, please, please. Bring, I don't know, bring. Let's not buy a manager out of their contract this time. Who's a good manager that can sort of come in maybe? I think Niko Kovac has a job, so no. Go to the Saudi league. Get flipping Inzaghi. Inzaghi shouldn't be there, guys. Inzaghi shouldn't be in Saudi. Get Inzaghi. Go get Inzaghi. Just go pay him out. Go get Inzaghi, or wait until the season's done, then get Inzaghi and have a caretaker manager who will accommodate this actual thing. I would bring Ruud van Nistelrooy as the caretaker manager. Sure, he had a really bad record at Leicester City, but I think Ruud would be a manager that's similar to Vincent Company in that his players would actually need to be at a certain level to play the way you'd want to play. I mean, look at Vincent. He won the Bundesliga after getting relegated in his first Premier League season. So, yeah, I'll go get Kieran McKenna, or just anyone else. Anyone else. Get people. I don't think people Inzaghi or Filippo Inzaghi's manager. I was gonna say Max Allegri, but he's managing AC Milan. Come on, just go get somebody. Go get someone. Go get someone else, please, please, because without this, without any of those things happening, we are going to be in the relegation. I keep repeating this. This needs to be repeated. We're going to be in the relegation zone by the time it's November. Relegation zone. We will be relegation candidates by the time it's November. I have no faith in this turning us around. And also, yesterday, if we won, that wouldn't have changed anything because we considered 2 goals to a League Two side in 30 minutes. Yeah, we had a beautiful comeback, and if we did score, I wasn't going to be happy whatsoever with our performance. I wasn't going to be happy to win. I wasn't going to be happy with advance. Because why make it so hard? We made it hard last season to reach the, was it the final, semi-final? Against Coventry. We did the same thing with Coventry in the FA Cup as we did this season. So 2 seasons in a row, we were failed to beat a team that is in the lower division than us. This, of course, you say Coventry were fighting for promotion, so they were good. But still, they're in the championship for a reason. They did not get promoted for a reason. So we failed to compete against them. Same way we failed to compete against Grimsby. That time the comeback worked. That time the penalties worked. But look what now. It didn't work now. Cut the show. Just cut the show. Get out of here, bruh. Get out of here, my bruh. Go back to Portugal, my bruh. Come on. Just go. Like, go. Like, bye. You want me to say bye? I'll wave you from. Bye. I'm standing on my. Bye. Please leave. So if you enjoyed this, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Probably. I'll be talking about more of my pain this season. I have this thing where I upload once and go for like 3 to 5 business weeks. I will try. Um, bye.